Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. It's the bigger love of the family.
That's right, it's just another show with me. And don't you worry, the alternative is not as great. Because actually, it's not just me, it's Chaos.
Party in the house!
So, before the wheels go completely off the rails, I do want to give a big welcome into Gary Zanstra, Supremo Tobacco, Bob Ellis, Cal, Dan Burns, Adam Wolf from a warm and balmy North Carolina, Michael Zakvek, Texas Taurus, Supremo Tobacco. Why doesn't Chief smoke more pipes these days? I do. It's just crack. Jay Bates, Ronald Smith. Let's see. Anybody else in here? Bob Ellis. Hello, Bob Ellis. There is, before I bring the goobers back on the screen, there are no giveaways tonight. We are not giving away anything, so don't pressure us into it. I have put my foot down. Without further ado, Bob the Cigar Guy.
I always think about giveaways.
You think about them. You can think all you want. You keep on thinking. Think as long as you like. It ain't gonna happen.
I mean, can you really tell me what to do?
Well, Nick, what is the name
Can
of this
you
show?
really
What is
tell
the
me?
name of this show?
The name of this
What is the
show
name?
is The First Lady.
That's the name of the show. You want to see it again?
First Lady in the house. Actually,
You thought.
actually, I do see Bob the Cigar Guy.
Yeah. Is this called Bob the Cigar Guy Talk?
You know what, though? I am Mrs. Bob the Cigar Guy.
Look, we're 4
And
minutes
I have
in.
been Mrs. Bob the Cigar Guy since there was
You know
a Bob
what?
the Cigar Guy.
Adam Wolf brings up a great point.
What did Adam have to
You
say?
can give away every Rocky Patel cigar I have.
Oh, well,
There
you know.
go. How about that?
You know, I do remember a time when you did smoke a Rocky Patel.
I didn't formulate my opinion on Rocky Patel based off of just not smoking Rocky Patel. I based my opinion off of Rocky Patel after smoking Rocky Patel.
I thought you were going to say after speaking with Rocky Patel. I was about to be
No,
like,
he doesn't have enough clout to speak with me.
oh, ooh, shade in the house tonight, y'all.
Speaking of shade, Mr. Garage Door, Chaos with a capital S or is T for trouble?
Oh, Jay Bates.
Michael Zakvek thinks no.
First
I have
lady runs.
every choice
Who run
to
the
not
world?
to. Actually,
So we hit 20 yet?
no,
That's only because they don't know that I'm on.
With this
If
show,
they knew that
yeah.
I was on. Everybody share.
You haven't been.
Share your feeds. The first lady is in the house.
You haven't been on Chief Talk at all this year, and every show we've had this year has gone over 20, and we're not over 20. So one of these things is not like the other, and it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that people don't know you're not here.
We'll see.
One of these things are
And Burns
not
says,
like
looks
the
like
other.
it's going to be a wild one tonight. Yes, it is. You guys are in for a real treat.
So the last show that I did was with the soccer girls, right?
Dumbarton ladies, yeah.
Yeah. Soccer
Yeah,
girls.
I think the Dumbarton ladies
the
brought in
Dunbarton
the.
ladies.
I think the Dumbarton ladies brought in the majority of the views there.
Really?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
Y'all, it is.
Unfortunately,
The shade is running high tonight.
I'm
It
not-
must be hot, hot, hot.
I'm not a fan of having all this background around. Dad,
Oh.
can you scoot over? Now, actually, it's probably look better like this for the show this evening. Oh Jesus!
Oh, I thought we were off camera. Where do you think you came from, boy?
Time to relax. Whew. Man, I'm beat. Whew. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a one-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go. Go. Go.
Sometimes I wish that just terminated the show by itself. Unfortunately, it doesn't because they're still here.
You know what would be a great giveaway?
You know what would be great is if I could finish my intro.
If we took Chief's blood pressure now and we
Look,
told everybody what those numbers were,
I'm on heart medicine.
then
My heart is
we
in
did
full
a
control.
giveaway for the person.
I'm eating
the
healthy.
closest
I'm going to the gym 4 times a week.
blood pressure reading. by the end of the
I
show.
thought I was cross training for the Highland Games in a few weekends. Apparently, it was for
Tonight.
May 2nd,
You're
2024. But I want to finish the intro to my show. So welcome into Chief Talk. Thank you all for hanging out with us this week, bringing it back on your Thursday night. I want to know, what are you guys smoking? What are you guys drinking? And gals, I haven't seen. Oh, wait, there's a gal. There's a Miss Diana Burns here in the show. So we've got one of our ladies in the chat so far. I want to know, what are you guys smoking? What are you guys drinking? I have started pre-show the Nica Rustica Adobe. Hadn't smoked one of these in a while. Wanted to jump on and grab these. Bob Cigar Guy, what are you smoking over there?
I'm smoking a wort. I can't read what it is because I think I don't know what it is. It's a wort, though.
Are those old eyes
Yep.
wreaking havoc on you?
It's dark in here.
And those eyes are old.
It's warped. But I only have eyes for you. I only have eyes
All right, they're gone.
for you.
Jay
Is
Bates
it-
says,
is
Chief,
it
may
the
the 4th
fourth?
be with you. On Sunday it is. He's
No, Saturday it is.
Saturday. May the 4th be with you tonight. Baby Yoda, give him strength. Baby Yoda.
Jay Bates, what you smoking?
Oh, Cal raises a glass to me. Thank you. I'm going to need it. I don't have I do have a clean Glencairn glass. Praise the Lord on high. Buffalo Trace. Come on.
Started
Lord,
out
beer
early.
me strength.
Beer me strength? Isn't that bourbon me strength?
It's just an office joke.
Oh, I don't watch that. Hi, Miss Diana. Hello, everyone out there. If you are new to the Chief and the Leaf, Bob the Cigar Guy,
Chief Talk.
Chief Talk show, I I'm the first lady. I don't
Oh,
come on
sorry,
very
Cal.
often.
Thought you were raising glass for me. I'm going to take it as you're raising glass for me. I don't care what you say. I need it. Adam Wolf smoking a Tabernacle Knight Commander second one. Jeez! Adam got that money. I like the Knight Commander. Was disappointed in it with as much as it costs. Semi-Flow, my boy, Barber and Cigar. Diana Burns, hello to the First Lady. Cal says, but I can raise a glass for you too. Cal, everybody else who doesn't prey on my downfall and insanity, this is for you.
So why do you think it is that your blood pressure goes up when I come on the show?
Hereditary.
When I come on the show,
I
it's
thought you
hereditary.
said predatory for a second.
Oh, that could be true too.
It's predatory.
No, the fact
Is that
that
like peeing on your territory? Nobody's
Ron Smith, salute.
Nobody's peeing on your territory.
Textor says we'll take another one. I'll raise a pint and light a cigar with y'all too. The Knight Commander is a little
Don't
pricey. It's a
light the
$40
pint.
cigar. A $40 stick. Espinosa, Murcielago, and some Green River Bourbon. I like that Murcielago. I think it's probably my favorite cigar from Espinosa. Texas Taurus says, when my wife goes out of town, my blood pressure reduces to normal. My wife does great numbers for my blood
Oh
pressure. I
my
have a very,
goodness.
very, very
Do you feel how cool
non-confrontational,
it is in the
loving,
shade? All the
loving
shade
wife.
to being
When I
cast.
get around my mother, that's a different story.
Chief Texas Taurus, I don't know if you're following him on his socials, but that fella can cook. Some of that good that Tex-Mex cuisine. He showed
He's from Texas. It's like
pictures of it.
inground
boy.
in his DNA.
It looked good. It did. Looked tasty.
Brian is telling people to hop on the live stream because I need some love. I just need some support.
Do you really though? How many people are watching on Facebook?
On Facebook, there are 3 people. There are 18 people across both platforms. The closest
Where
we've
is
got
Matt
is right now. Oh, we just hit 20. God damn.
Ho ho! One of these things is just like the
See,
other.
Matthias jumped on. Matthias, this is not the show you want to watch.
Welcome,
tonight, buddy.
Matthias. Welcome in.
J Bates says, not smoking anything yet. Sarah, have my regular Rogue Peppermint in. I might sneak away for a Crowns later and maybe a Papa Fritas.
Is the Crowns the thing that Mac is selling now?
Yes.
Yeah, that junk.
A little red. That's good.
Junk. Where's Mac to defend
Sammy Flo
himself?
says, I love to see Chief sweat when his parents are together. It's bad, man. It's bad. I got antiperspirant from the wrist to my ankle. Texas Taurus says I'm half Mexican, half German. Who wants
Oh, so that's
enchiladas
not
and
Tex-Mex.
sauerkraut?
That's Germex.
That was actually funny. I'll give you that one. That one was pretty good. I'll give you that one.
Could he make a brat Rito?
Oh, Jesus. Stop. Adam Wolf says, Chief, got a cheer wine just for you. Well, I see your cheer wine and cancel it out with a Dr. Pepper.
And he raises you some Buffalo Trace bourbon.
Yeah, I got that.
He
I
said
got that
you're
too.
Mexican.
I got that too.
Oh, I like Germex.
Matt Brugger. Good evening, everyone. Smoking a CAO Fasa Soul. Ooh, that's the new one. That video goes out tomorrow. I really love the box on that one.
I like the,
And
I like the band too. That's got the cut
I
off.
like that he went through the process of the design behind the box, and I
Yeah,
can't
he was
wait because
proud of that box.
he was, and he did it on the video, like while they were talking about it, but I also got him to do it for me, just recording it solo, so it'll be B-rolled over. I'm super excited. Cal says Cheerwine is so good. Have you had Dr. Pepper? It's better. Dan Burns, few people can make good kraut. Text to us with the Germexican. Jay Bates says, hey, we just hit 20 viewers. What's the first giveaway, Sarah? Jay, go to hell.
Oh, that's not nice. Steven, you were raised better than that.
Was I?
You
There's
were.
a lot of text messages in our family group chat that I could pull up that would show me otherwise.
Do it. Let me see.
Michael Carter,
Uh-huh.
humbug
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Dr. Pfeffer. Blah, 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 blah. Michael Carter, I love you. Glad to see you. Cal, I lived in San Diego for 7 years. Only thing I miss is the Mexican food.
We were talking.
Justin,
your dad and
the Owlman Hunter,
Hey,
welcome
Justin.
into the show. Michael Z.
You and
both
your wife look so cute. All pretty.
platforms tonight. I just love being able not to complete a sentence. Dan Burns. Cal, I think the only good thing the only good thing in San Diego, I think is what you're trying to say. There's plenty of great
That's
things
the
in San
only
Diego.
good thing. The Mexican food. Your dad and I were talking today. I don't think I should shove that in my nose.
No, you smell it.
That smells nice.
I do want to come over here real quick and say that Adam Wolf, Fran,
I like the retro
Bob
button.
Ellis, Sammy Flo, Rick Carroll with the love button over on Facebook, Michael Carter, Ronald Smith, Jay Bates, and Michael Z with the like button over on Facebook. Appreciate that. 20 on YouTube, 2 over on Facebook. You guys are killing it. Dan Burns, Mexican food in San Diego. Cal says it's not the only good thing, but it's definitely in the top 3. I've never been to California. I've been close, being in Vegas 2 years in a row now, but I've never been to California. If I was going to go to California, though, I'd go see my buddies, Brian.
You'd go straight to UCLA.
Let's not do that. Okay.
You thought I raised his woman?
Let's not do that.
Chief speechless.
Commercial break in just a second. Which commercial you guys want to see today? Actually,
you
while
have our
talking
microphone.
about
It's not nice.
while talking about commercials, did you know that if you go to Zycar.com and you find yourself a nice lighter, a nice cutter, travel humidor, a purge tool, anything else that they have on their website, and you go to check out and you say, you know what, I just can't buy any of this stuff because I thought I was going to get this at about 15% cheaper than I would have. You can put in code Chief
Is that
Talk,
51 or 50?
all one word, in capitalized, and get off 15% your total order
Yeah, but what does it look like on the
at
screen?
Zycar.com. Back to these guys. Cal says, "Law sucks. I love Louisiana." Dan Burns, way too many people down there for me to ever go back to Cali. Michael says, we need BDCG swag. When's it coming?
Hey, Law. So what I was trying
Hang
to
on just
say,
a second.
There is no use to the story.
I want to see Chief choke up a little bit on when's the swag coming, Steven?
Whenever I get the time to put it up.
is whenever I get the time, like whenever I get around to it.
Would you like to start taking over the PCA content?
You're about dead, ain't you?
I'll get there. I got not Cohiba. Cohiba was yesterday.
Mac!
CAO is tomorrow. And I believe after CAO is Romacraft. And I think I have one more after Romacraft. Oh, my father. There might be one more in there. But my father is the last one. I'm thinking of doing like a PCA ASMR type video of just some of the footage that wasn't used. Like I have a ton of footage of the Drew Estate
Just
booth.
like sound bites
I have a ton of footage of the Drew Estate booth.
or sound from the floor.
I have a ton of Drew Estate footage that I did not use in either of the Drew Estate one and the blackened one. And so I have the ability to just kind of do a full Drew Estate booth tour kind of sort of thing. So I might do a compilation video of just stuff I didn't use. There's a lot of stuff I didn't use because I didn't like the way it looked once I took it. Once I had it, a little shaky, camera wasn't sitting right. Like you guys should see the CAO, no, not CAO, sorry, the Cohiba video before I actually edited it. I don't know if my camera was crooked or I was holding the tripod because I had hold it as a monopod for all three of the general interviews. I had to hold it because there wasn't enough room in there to set up as a tripod. And so the whole entire Cohiba video is like this. So I had to zoom in really far and then open it up and then cant it right to work. Greg is here. Greg, the DLBC is
Law's here
in.
too.
I saw that. I put his name
So,
up there.
how many people are watching now, Stephen?
23.
Ooh, what's the record?
Over 150.
Oh, was that like
That was Jeff Borshowitz and Nicholas Malillo. Greg, got to represent No Kakalaki, Dead Leaf Breakfast Club. That's right. DLBC is repped at all times on the show, obviously. But love having the DLBC boys in here. I've had Matthias, had Justin, had Brian, had Greg, had Law.
Law's on.
Justin's in here. Texas Taurus. Anyone else like the Crown Heads Mill Diaz? Oh, I love it. Cal says, smoked my father's cigar last week. I definitely like them. That's a sleeper brand for me. I had always kind of treated the My Father cigar line as like a one of those lines that's just been there forever. But My Father really hasn't been around that long. They've been over double how long I've been in cigars. But I've only been in cigars for like 8-9 years now. So they're not as old in the game as I had thought they were originally. When I see My Father brands, I think of Samuel Jackson. Adam Willis says, Texas Taurus, it is good. Jay says, you missed it, Max. First Lady BTTG almost showed us how Chief came to be.
whoa now?
Jay Bates, you're going to get a mute.
Why is our mic unmuted?
Andrew Beluso. Oh, Drew!
It says it's muted.
Which Andrew is that? Which one is Oh, it's Drew. It's San Clemente. Yes! You guys met Drew last year at PCA.
Hey.
Came with his wife.
Yes. Dang. We got the
You got 'em
DLBC
all.
heavy in here tonight.
They all came to see me. The original creator of one of the DLBC.
So you'd be a content creator?
Yes.
Commercial break. There might be a lot of these tonight.
Everyone.
He had the La Promesa and the Judge. Ooh, I like the Judge. Those are My Father's cigars. Bob Cigar Guy. First Lady. Let's see. D. Boyd says, what's up, everybody? Adam Wolf, Texas. The Mill DS is not box worthy, but definitely at least a 5. Ooh, I don't. If I had the money to buy a box of Mill DS, I definitely would. Drew with the Mike Tyson. Sammy Flo says, hey, Jay Bates. Lee Riggins hooked on Herrera Esteli right now. Willie is the bomb. Which Herrera Esteli are you hooked on? I've got a nice little exclusivo right here. That's the
Vintage.
The Vintage Cigar Lounge and Bar. Thank you for that. Laureen says, whoa, Chief. Whoa. Playing favorites now? No. Just surprised Drew popped out of his cubicle for long enough to come out here and hang out with us.
He's here.
Heavy metal banjo. Oh, wait. Got a lot of comments all at one time. Jamie Vaughn in the room.
Hey, Jimmy.
Jay Bates. Matt had a My Father event just up the street today. Picked up a few of everything. Nice. We had a My Father event up at Social a couple weeks ago that I wanted to go to.
Where is just up the street, Matt? Where do you live?
Jeez.
Where's Matt live?
The Brazilian. Nice. And the Nicaraguan. I got to try the S84 last weekend. I think I like it even more than the original Blackened.
S84 is a good shade. It is a good shade cigar.
Is that what S stands for?
Yes.
Shade? What's the 84 stand for?
Because I'm doing Metallica.
Is
Does
that the
it?
year like Metallica came
Yeah.
out? Or
You
'Cause
sure?
The 81 is the year that Metallica started, which was the Black and M81.
is that the year they got their first number one hit?
I don't know.
Had a bug crawling on me. Where? There it is. My
Brooklyn Park.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Brian says, I really enjoy Mil Diaz. One of my favorites from John Huber. I agree. I think Mil
there you
Diaz is one of the best crown head cigars out.
Ever?
I don't know, because La Coalición is really good, but that's not like a straight crown head cigar. Then they had what's the line they released every
That's
year?
what I'm trying to think of. That what's that called?
Adam
Skulls.
I want to say Casa. It's not Casa. It starts with a C though, I think.
I thought it was Loss.
Calaveras.
Los
Lost Calaveras. I haven't had a Lost Calaveras though in
Since 20.
I think 2019, 2020 was the last year I had Lost Calaveras. 84 is the second album came out. Bob says, I really like the original and don't usually like Shade Sticks. I really like this one though. The La Carême, that's a good. The La Patissier is really good too. Now that I think about La Patissier, and I knew Adam Wolf. I knew you liked the Juarez. That's a cigar I really don't like. I wanted to like that cigar a lot because it's a great budget friendly cigar.
Yeah, but it's kind of like Foundation Charter Oak. It just, I don't know.
The original Charter Oaks.
It just doesn't seem to fit
the
brand.
the new ones are all right. The ones that came out last year are all right. But the original Charter Oaks are they leave a lot to be desired. Law Ream says Mil Diaz is their best 100%. Bob Ellis says, I think it's hard to beat the Juarez. And that's funny because like I would expect that from Bob Ellis because his and my palates are so opposite from each
Polar
other.
opposites, huh?
When I like something, he doesn't like it. When he likes something, I'm usually not a fan of it. And it's not like an anti-Chief, anti-Bob Ellis agenda. It's just that's how our palates work. Rick Carroll's got the Underground Shade tonight. Nice. Jay Bates says the 84 is from the song Fade to Black, hence Shade to Black. Second album came out in 84 as Carl said, or Cal said. Scream Check says need to get on the Juarez train. I'd say try one. Jericho
Not
Hill,
bad, just not memorable.
not a bad cigar, Andrew. Jericho Hill's pretty good. Now, if you want to get Drew started on some cigars, you start talking about Tatawahe. There's nobody in this world that knows more about Tatawahe that doesn't work for Tatawahe than Senor Drew. That's a tat monster right there.
Steven, you ever talk about like the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club, what it is, what it's for?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time.
Do you?
We are me as a Dead Leaf Breakfast Club member, but also as chief for Bob the Cigar Guy, is very blessed to have multiple DLBC members in here every single week. The guys show a lot of love, and I think because of who we've talked about and what we've talked about and whatnot, a lot of people who watch Chief Talk have gone and followed those guys on Instagram. I will say, actually, let me just do a little deep dive. How about that? Let me do a little deep dive on the DLBC. Why don't you guys talk about what you want to talk about for a couple minutes? So I'm gonna leave chat for just a couple minutes. So go ahead, Bob and Sarah, you have the floor. Now they don't. You guys want some commercials? Because I'll happily give you some commercials.
I was waiting for Sarah to sing.
I can't tell if we're muted or not.
You're not muted. That means that the microphone on the computer is muted.
The
Because we're
microphone
running
on
the
your
microphone
computer.
off of here.
Oh.
If I cut that
That
microphone on, it goes
microphone-
wah, 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 and it talks.
To put it into better,
I got
to describe it a little better, Mom. The microphone that is in front of you guys comes over to this little box right here,
Okay, gotcha.
right? This little box is plugged into my computer, and that is a wireless frequency that goes to this microphone here, and a wireless frequency that goes to the microphone right in front of you guys.
That one.
if I
Which
unmute
is that?
the BTCG thing, we won't hear it, but they will start getting an echo feedback because it's two microphones coming off of the webcam that you guys look into. It also has a microphone built into it. So I mute that microphone so they don't have an echo.
I got you. Well, I keep
And-
seeing the whole like you are muted, and then
Correct. You're
A
not
little-
muted.
Yeah, don't pay
The-
attention to that.
that camera is muted, but your audio is coming through my input.
I got you. So we actually really get the floor.
Yes.
Oh.
Until I say otherwise.
Well, okay, so I am in the giveaway-ish mood. The giveaway-ish mood. But before I do that, so I thought I would share with everyone, like, it's your birthday month.
It is my birthday month. Well, it's my birth anniversary month.
Your birthday anniversary month.
Because if it was my birthday month, I'd be not born yet.
It's your birthday month.
But my birthday
Your day is in this month.
anniversary.
No. Birthday month. And so I thought what I would do, instead of giving your stuff away to the viewers, although I'm not opposed to that, I thought it would be kind of nice if any of the viewers wanted to send you something for your birthday.
What?
And then on the Thursday, the Chief Talk Thursday. Are you going to be doing the Chief Talk Thursday right before the Highland Games,
I don't know.
Steven?
Probably, most likely.
Probably.
I was thinking maybe I would come back on that show and we could do like a unboxing. You have, like, if you want to participate, you don't have to. This is a free show. But if you want to send Bob something for his birthday, like, send it to your P.O. box by, let's say, let me look at the calendar. It's got to be here by, let's go with like the 20th or the 21st. So you have like a week and a half, 2 weeks. If there's something you would like to send to Bob the Cigar Guy for his
54!
Now remember,
Bastard.
and I'm pointing at Jay Bates and Law Ream right now, and slightly at Mac Bergson.
Mac's not even on here.
Evidently, these things, this is all new to me. I did not expect this to be happening.
I know.
It will be open up on screen, but I will open it up off
No,
screen before I
you will
open it up
not.
on
No.
screen.
So what I want you to do, you cannot take this over.
You don't
This is-
understand. Jay Bates will send me
listen,
some of them.
this is my thing. So if you will address it to the First Lady, P.O. Box, what's our P.O. Box?
706.
706.
See, I knew Law.
Travelers, that's TRAVELERS, space, new word, rest, REST, South Carolina. You can just put the SC. The zip code is 29690. Send that. All the things that go to the First Lady, I will get. Do you trust your wife of 33 years?
I trust my wife, but some of these people in the comments, it's iffy.
So,
Law Ream, I'm pointing at
okay.
you.
Okay.
Did you see what his comment is?
No, I'm not reading his comment.
He's sending
I'm
schmeckles.
I'm gonna trust Law.
All right, will you please
Anyway.
stop milking this out?
That is not nice. Anyway,
I got a show to run here.
you got like a whole nother hour and a half.
Yeah, and by the time you finish, I'm going to have 12 and a half minutes.
Okay. So, if you would like to send something to Bob the Cigar Guy for his birthday, I need you to go ahead and mail it. P.O. Box 706.
It's on the
screen.
It's on the screen. P.O. Box 706, Travel Trust. Send it addressed to the First Lady.
Yikes.
That way we'll know it's a birthday present. Okay.
There you go. Yes, Greg.
And-
yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
So if you'll
And if
send
you send
that,
2, Chief will smoke the same one.
but don't send 3 because I don't smoke. So anyway, we've already started off your birthday month.
Yes.
All right. Will you please continue?
I thought you gave me the floor.
Oh, look.
So
I gave you the
I
chance.
thought it would be nice to share with your viewership, since we're celebrating your birthday month, something you got for your birthday. And it's something that you've wanted for a while. And I want to say it was a November-ish show when I was on here. Are you rushing me out?
No, I was just playing around with some buttons.
Okay, so you had talked about a bracelet that you wanted. And I
Yes.
said, it's so hard to buy you jewelry because it doesn't fit.
Because it's got little dainty hands.
No, because he has meat hooks
For a
and
girl.
big wrists.
It's better to hold
And
you.
so it's very difficult to buy you jewelry.
Little girl wrists.
So I snuck a little sneaky, and I contacted someone who is in our chat tonight
Mm-hmm.
to have something specially made for you. And so I thought it would be nice, since we're going to share other birthday gifts that you get, that we could share that with your viewership tonight. Would you like to share it? All right. So you get the honors of sharing your birthday gift.
William Henry. William Henry. William Henry. Oh, that's so cool. Steve, you got one of these? No, you don't. Look at that right there. Oh, it's got the little sterling silver skulls. It's got those gorgeous sodalite beads, and it's got the it's aircraft quality rated cable, and it's beautiful. Okay. You feel how heavy that
See,
is?
I did not realize like the aircraft cable stuff. But anyway, I had that specially made for you in a slightly larger size than they sell. So, happy birthday.
Thank you. Will you put it on?
I will.
I was so stoked. It is so cool. It is nice and heavy. It is solid. It is amazing. Do I not look cool? Do I not look cool? Look at that. Laureen, get your heart out. What that thing's bad. Thank you very much. I
Bend
give
your,
you
bend your wrist a little bit.
Oh, bend your wrist. Don't bend the wrist. Don't do it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, in the spirit of gift giving, and because I had reached out, those same folks that are in our chat this evening were very kind and generous to also give you a birthday gift.
Boom! A twofer.
So, what is your twofer?
It's a William Henry box. Don't think I'll play it. I got 2 boxes. It's a William Henry box. Watch this. Watch. Yep. It's a William Henry box. I'm so excited. Wait. It's a William Henry bag. And look at this. Have you seen this?
Bum, 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 bum.
Look at that right there. Look at that right there. sterling silver.
Those are really cool beads.
Those are amazing beads. Amazing.
They really are
beads.
cool.
And I want to say this is the Enlightenment Tibetan agate in rich cream and brown tones, offset by the denim blue of Sodalite spacers. Beautiful combination, dressed up or dressed down, solo or stacked. Built in our Oregon studio of aircraft-grade stainless cable with welded sterling silver and caps and clasp. And not to speak about the skulls, it is where is it? Stacked with other pieces on the wrist. The Blue Hawk bracelets feature 5 skulls of sterling silver, flanked by the understated opulence of blue dumeritite. Well, I messed that up. What does that say?
Now, dumortierite.
All right.
Dumortierite?
Beads and finished with our sterling swivel lobster clasp, built on welded aircraft cable for durability. It says in there that your children will fight over it at your coffin, right?
Well, when you said to Steven,
You put that
do
on?
you have one? I was thinking, he does when you die.
No,
Who you going to give it to?
no, because if I have too good of stuff to give to Stephen, he might end me early.
I meant,
Johnny, they try to Trump down there.
oh, I'm on the wrong side. My bad. Sorry. Now this one, the beads are like bigger.
I'll tell you what you don't
And I
have.
really like that clasp. It's kind of cool.
Look at that. Look at that. Look
I'll
at
tell you what you don't have.
Now Bob the cigar guy is stacked.
I'll tell you what you don't have.
And it looks great holding the cigar. Look at that.
What
Oh,
what does he
wow,
not have?
Larry.
He doesn't have a DLBC lighter.
It's a bit.
It's a DLBC lighter. You also don't have the tag either.
So I want to give a shout out and a thanks to the First Lady for making all this possible,
Yeah.
and for
I was excited to talk with them and like work on a secret behind your back.
and I was surprised. I was blown away, surprised. I never ever expected that I would get anything like this. And so you can say who they are. I know you didn't know if you could say it or not. But
Oh well, yeah.
because I got permission that you could mention
Okay.
their name.
So it is Mr. and Mrs. Dan and Diana Burns. They were
love it.
very lovely.
I love it. And
Very lovely to work
They're
with.
gonna it's gonna fit, man. When y'all see me at the Barnes Park, anywhere else, come out and look at my bracelet.
Your wrist? Don't be looking at his wrist.
Don't even think you can have them. My bracelets.
Yeah, you can't have the bracelet. You can have the breast.
You can- you
$10
can't-
for the first person who gropes Bob the Cigar Guy at Barnesbooker this year, and it doesn't. That's not including
Every
TSA.
word smoker.
That's not including TSA.
Hey, Steven, did your dad tell you that I got the pat from the TSA on the way home?
No.
So I
I did.
am so thankful. I
Was not
know I'm excited.
Are you excited?
I'm really thankful, and I'm humbled, and I am blessed, and that is for sure.
That's
And
pretty. That really is a very nice birthday gift.
Brian,
And I'm not talking
boy.
about me. I'm talking about like Dan and Diana did a really nice thing.
dang, task.
Yeah, they were really helpful. Helped me like answer my questions,
And-
chit chat with me at like what I thought was later in our time. They're like way behind us, and I'm like, oh, I sent a message, and I'm like, they might not be up.
Well, it's so cool that that Dan and Diana was willing to send a second one. It's so cool that you thought to get me. I never ever expected I'd get one of these. This is one of those things where
Yay!
I would just dream about it forever.
It's not very often I get to surprise you because
Absolutely.
you usually guess.
You know what? The first one that
Hey,
you surprised
Mac,
me
tell
with
your parentals, hey.
was with my ring.
Yeah,
You surprised me with the ring. So
I have to work really hard to
You know-
surprise you.
there's a tag watch that
No,
that you can surprise me
Nope.
with.
nope, nope.
The big Daytona tag.
Okay, so
Now,
back on the
Hal,
rails. Back
you are not
on-
allowed to stoke the
back
flames
on the
here.
rails of the show here. We were talking about the Deadly Breakfast Club before, like
Yes,
75 minutes ago. Stop being weird, guys.
That's not weird. That's how you came to be.
Yeah, stop.
all right. So
Everybody here is a legal
DLBC.
smoking age.
tell me about it because I don't know
the
if I've
Dead
ever
Leaf
sat
Breakfast
through
Club.
the story.
the Deadly Breakfast Club is a curated amount of photographers who
Curated as in handpicked.
You just go ahead and let me know when you're done, and I'll go
asking
ahead.
live questions.
All right, save questions until after the show.
Okay, DLBC.
So the Deadly Breakfast Club is a curated amount of photographers who, look at there, right on time. DLBC, sup, Mike? Is a group of photographers who were selected by our three co-founders, Justin, Brian, and Julia. His name's actually Julian, but I accidentally called him Julia one time, and it's just stuck ever since.
Oh. I thought you were talking about a real Julia.
No, his name's Julian. But they created the Deadly Breakfast Club, and since the inception, they have amassed about 20 just big-time shooters. And so we specialize in premium cigar photography to premium tobacco photography. Whether it be cigars or accessories or boxes or things of the culture, right? Like I did a whole set of the guys who were at the trade show this year. And I think there were 7 members of the Deadly Breakfast Club at the trade show this year who were working with companies, working with media outlets, and working for themselves and just getting it done. And so there's been a ton of photography and videography that has made the airwaves since the trade show, and it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the DLBC guys. Now there are some companies out there that didn't work with the DLBC, and it shows. You know, they could have had some amazing fine product photography, but they didn't do it. But what I want to do is I actually want to feature some of the guys who are here tonight on the stream. And we'll start off with Mr. Brian, Supremo Tobacco. These are from today. Nice. He won a Gurkha sweepstakes from Cigar Snob magazine, and he took the time to do some really dope shots.
That's legit. That lighting's hard to get on something
beautiful
like that.
Desktop humidor, little travel humidor case. You saw the lighter.
So those are all the things that he won in the sweepstakes?
Yes. And
Brian turned it into a really nice
Brian
ad.
is a fantastic photographer.
Yeah.
I think Brian should be shooting for every major publication that there is out there because of how talented Brian is. Everybody in the Deadly Breakfast Club is very talented. I'm so happy to be a part of a group of guys doing photography work that really pushes me to be a better photographer. Next, also today, was my boy Photos, who's in the chat, Mike. This is the H. Upman Connoisseur B. And he also got in there a little bit of the Ellie Blue, the new stuff out of Ellie Blue. Beautiful lighter. Look at that ashtray with that beautiful Cuban cigar. Look at that cutter. Isn't that thing nice?
Nice.
These are high quality, highfalutin shots, and these are just their most recent shots. I didn't even go find like they're my most favorite from these guys. This is Drew San Clemente, who is also in the chat earlier, Mr. Andrew. This is the HDA cigars, the Herman de Armas cigars, and he's
that's a cool coin.
He's doing some really. You guys met Drew last year at the trade show. Him and his wife were there. But this is, I think Drew posted these yesterday. Some of my favorites from Drew. Drew's killing it, knocking it out of the park. Really doing a good job with highlighting the cigars. And this was a little homage, doing the black and white for a guy who's in our group. This guy right here, Jack Danger Browning, Simon. He's in Scotland, and he does all of his shots in monochrome. He specializes in monochrome. Another familiar face is Mr. Justin. This is the Jake Wyatt cigars. This was posted, I do believe, today. He did a collection of the Jake Wyatt cigars, and again, just high quality stuff that you would see in magazines. You could find yourself really willing to put these in magazines. And I can't.
Hang on, I love that the picture before this one. One of the things that frustrates me, just being me, is that you can never get a full cigar band on a cigar in a picture unless you take the band off. And laying 3 cigars side by side and kind of get that whole perspective of the whole band to show the artistry, because the art doesn't stop on the front of the cigar. It wraps all the way around. So
do you notice the little skull in the bottom?
I did.
And this is our boy Greg, highlighting the brand new Don Pepin Nicaragua cigar that they debuted at PCA this year. Again, just another shot that you could definitely see, sitting in somebody's magazine. Right?
I agree.
With the way that what these guys go. Now I would be remiss if I didn't come over here and give your boy just a little bit of love. This is my most recent one that I really loved. This is the Herrera Esteli Cajachina. I got this brand. Fight Soap has just come back from the dead here recently.
Oh, I remember you used to use that in college.
Yeah, and so
stops from getting bot flies on your feet.
They just came back, and so I wanted to.
No, it's truth.
But that's a picture that I'm really proud of.
That's
as
nice.
Well. But highlighting all of the.
So is Fight Soap sponsoring your photos, or is this just one that you were like, no, I think I want to take this?
No, I just bought it because, well, honestly, let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. They'll come back here. One of the things about Fight Soap that I really liked was just how well their soap worked with some of the dry skin patches that I get on my face right in here.
Right.
It's not psoriasis, but it's kind of like an eczema kind of sort of thing.
Right.
Get some real bad patchy flakes on my skin. And Fight Soap was a soap that really used to do it for me. Would really they're vegan.
Remember, yeah.
They're vegan, all natural ingredients, and they smell really, really, really good. And when I saw the Supreme advertised a couple weeks ago, I said, well, one of my best buddies, his name Supremo Tobacco, he also used to do Fight Soap back in the day. So I bought him one, I bought myself one, and I'm sending him one just because it was the Supreme. His name Supremo Tobacco kind of just fits in. He's also a big Fight Soap guy as well, or was, since they've just come back.
So how do people find the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club? Like, how do they contract you or say,
you don't find the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club. The Dead Leaf Breakfast Club finds you.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
Okay.
It was you're talking about the Fight Soap, and I remember when you first started getting Fight Soap and you lived in the house, and it's that glycerin-based soap, and you were frustrated. You came down, it was the first time you ever had it, and you didn't put it back in its case, and you allowed it just to kind of be in the shower, and it kept staying wet, and it just kind of dissolved.
Yeah.
You remember that? And from then on out, because you're like, I wasted a whole bar of soap because that soap just disappeared.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I had to learn early with the Fight Soap stuff is it will kind of just dissolve away with just the moisture in the shower. And I think that kind of speaks true to the brand of Fight Soap because they're not putting a whole bunch of preservatives in there that keep it a bar of soap, just a chocolate bar of soap. Isn't it? I'm not sure all the stuff in it, but it's vegan. It's all natural stuff. It's called Fight Soap because they originally created it for
fighters,
the mixed martial arts Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters, because of if you ever have the time to watch like some of the training sessions with these guys and look at the mats, they have a 600 square foot training floor where 30 guys are wrestling each other, and the whole entire mat is wet and it's soaked with sweat. And so ringworm is a huge thing.
Ringworm, not
and so they wanted to create a soap to help combat bad hygiene that smelled good, but also had kind of a hype beast mentality behind it. So they used to release. They had their core line, which was 3 soaps. and then they would release like special editions. They were big in the tactical community as well, so that's what kind of got me into them, was the tactical aspect. But once I got a hold of it, I didn't want to stop using it because it was just so good.
So do you think that MMA has rules about like don't come up here stinking?
No.
Or could that be used as like one of your fighting tactics?
I would. I wouldn't wear deodorant and I'd
you
eat
stink
onions.
like
No, I'd eat some nasty food
Blech.
and I'd stink. Put you in a headlock.
no. I would think they would have to have some sort of hygiene standard.
Nah.
Like you don't go to the grocery store and get yuck
Savage.
food.
Savage.
Right. First rule of the Deadly Breakfast Club: don't talk about Deadly Breakfast Club. If you aspire as a photographer to be in the Deadly Breakfast Club, there's no problem with reaching out to Deadly Breakfast Club members and saying, "Hey, what's the key to get in?"
Like the standard.
Because there are a lot of us who will say, "Hey, just keep doing what you're doing. We love your work. We talk about you in the group chat because we talk about photographers all the time, about photographers who tag us and stuff. Like if you want us to see your stuff, tag us. You can go to the Deadleaf Breakfast Club page and you can see, and that's one of the. Let me come over here and just come over to the Deadleaf Breakfast Club's page.
But I mean, so I don't mean like how you become a member of the Deadleaf Breakfast Club.
Well, if you want to follow the Deadleaf
No,
Breakfast
I mean,
Club, you
like-
go to Instagram.
To
Like,
get a pay to
do
buy people
people-
to do pictures.
Do people contract the Deadleaf Breakfast Club, or do they contract the individual photographers? Is it
Right now,
is it like a promotion
right
business
now
kind of thing,
it
or is it?
So right now it is kind of based off of if you have a need and you see some of the photographers that if you follow the Deadly Breakfast Club page and you see some photographers who do a certain style, because not all of us have the same style. Some people have a super bright style. Some
Right.
people have a studio style. I have a very dark
An edge style.
I have a very
Yeah.
dark and shadow base. I play with a lot of shadow and light. That's how I kind of do my thing, my niche. Also, kind of, tactical. I got a lot of knives and guns and ammo and stuff in my photos. But some guys highlight bourbon, like high class bourbon. Some people highlight Cuban. We have two guys who live in Germany. One guy lives in Australia. One guy lives in Scotland. So you see a lot of Cuban cigars out of those guys. Some people have some contracts, like with Leffen Lawns, where a lot of their photos have the Le Tag or the Le Petit or the ashtrays.
That's the thing that's hanging on your neck, right?
Right.
Now, not all styles get in Deadly Breakfast Club.
Correct.
Because I have a style, and it's called Out of Focus, and they have yet to offer me a position.
I thought it was called "You Need to Clean Your Camera Lens" style.
Well,
That's
quit
one
using
too.
the phone and start using a camera style too. So
So
Um,
here's the very first. It's the pinned post on the page. There's Bob Cigar.
Did I take that picture?
No, you did not. This is at
When
this
is that?
year's.
Oh, that's
this
This is
year's?
at this year's
Oh, okay.
PCA. Now this has most of the represented DLBC members who are at PCA this year. Missing out of this are Photostate Puros Mike and Jawal, who shoots for Drew Estate. But you've got Mac Bergson right here. Old Mac. This is Francesco Cigar Crumbs. This is Matthias. This is the Owlman Justin. Oh, Albert. He is partner. Him, Caleb, and Law all run Republic of Debauchery.
Right.
There's your boy right there. And then this right here is my boy, Supremo Tobacco Brian. And you've got Bob the Cigar Guy over here. We took over this restaurant
Who
at
took the
Vegas
picture?
this year. Our waitress.
Oh,
But if you follow the Deadleaf Breakfast Club page right now, the Deadleaf Breakfast Club page does not post any of its own content. What it does is it collaborates with all of the Deadleaf Breakfast Club members. So like this shot here, this is one we saw earlier. This is Justin. This is Drew. This I want to say is this is Scott from Canada. Here's our boy Wandering Rebel, Mr. Greg himself. This one is Andrew, another Drew. He lives in.
that's a nice photo.
Where does Andrew? He lives in the Netherlands or something like that. He's also European.
those Apple pictures were stunning.
Here is more of or this is Jack Danger Brown. This is Simon, our Scotland affiliate. He is the one who shoots in monochrome. Most of his photos, that's his style, that's his aesthetic. This was Crumbs, Francesco. Beautiful photos with some Black Label trading. But yeah, if you were interested in like seeing, all of the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club members in one spot, we're all featured here on the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club page.
So say
Right.
a cigar company, like, okay, let's go with the Gurkha shots, because those were pretty legit. Like, those were beautiful, branded, commercial quality. You would see that definitely in a magazine. So if Gurkha or a Gurkha rep were to stumble across those, like, can the cigar companies be like, reach out and say, hey, I want to buy your photo?
They could.
And then,
That's up to them.
okay, that's what I was wondering, how do you...
Many of the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club members work with companies, right? So these photos of all of these people here that are in color were shot by me at PCA. What I did with my Instagram is I featured the members of DLBC who were at PCA this year. So this is Justin.
Right.
He was my first feature of the trade show, because I was posting these while I was at I started out posting these at the trade show to feature the DLBC. This is the Republic of Debauchery. This is Law Ream, Lawrence himself. Goofy there, but stoic and handsome and muscular, burly man. This is Matthias. Got to grab some shots of Matthias. That's a busy man. He runs around with a couple cigar companies, and so I got to get him a couple times. This is Francesco, who lives in Florida, but he's Italian. He's wonderful. He's awesome. He is the one who gave me my knife, the one that I've shown on the show a couple times since I've gotten it. This is the BB Jawal. He shoots for Drew Estate. I also included this one. This was at Barn Smoker last year. And this is his better half, Miss Melody, back here. But just a little ray of sunshine. This is also a shot from the Kentucky Barn Smoker 2022. I didn't get a whole lot of shots of him, so I added those in because I had them. This is my boy Fotos de Puros, Mike. Working hard. He was working with JC Newman the whole entire show. Capturing all of the content. Here is a
now,
picture.
is he working for them or was he working for Fuente?
JC Newman.
Okay.
Who else? And then I've got Brian. Brian it was working with Foundation Cigars during the trade show. But I love this video of Brian. It's just such a happy, jovial soul. And I just happened to capture that video on my camera and thought it worked well with the overall. But yeah, if like a company wanted to work with the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club, which I think eventually that's kind of the goal, is to
be a conglomerate,
to be like a representative. A company wants to get, they want to hire out, through a firm. Well, the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club can become a firm. We have 20 photographers at the moment that we can say, okay, we've got 20 photographers. This is their styles. This is their reach. This is what they're able to do. Pick through. Or, hey, we are going to, maybe we say, well, why don't we give these guys a little bit of a shot? Here are 5 guys that we'd love to contract through, from the DLBC. Again, excuse me. That's like long-term, goals.
So right now it's a group of like-minded, professional, top-tier cigar content creators, mainly in photography. And so they all come together like-minded, encouraging and helping each other, teaching each other their little tricks, their little this and that, and just kind of
becoming the best of the best.
Pretty much.
Sammy Flo wants
Yeah.
to know, are any of our members in New York? Yes. Matthias is in New York. He's in New York City, I believe. So he wouldn't be too terribly far from you. Yes, Mr. Matthias is in New York. Then the next closest is Jawal in Virginia. Then it would be Wandering Rebel, Greg in North Carolina. Then me. And then over to Alabama would be Justin. Then into Florida, you have Law Ream, Julian and Francesco. Then you start heading towards the west and up in Chicago. You've got Drew. You have, who else is U.S. based off the top of my head? Other than and then you get out to California, and in California you have Fotosepuros and Supremo Tobacco. Matthias does do a lot of events in NYC. J Bates says he had to restart his phone. Cal says he's in Virginia. J Bates is smoking the Undercrown Pequeña. Chris Duque, aloha my ohana.
Hey, Chris. I'm so sad for your loss. I hope your family's doing okay.
But no, that's the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club. I highly encourage if you're on Instagram and you want to follow content creators that make high quality content that aren't just one brand. The Dead Leaf Breakfast Club is, and I will easily say there is no other photography group in cigars that can touch the Dead Leaf Breakfast Club. And I don't lump myself in that. I think I shoot some pretty good photos now. But when it comes, I was talking to a couple of members today, how I think that they should be shooting the publications for every major cigar publication out there, because
well, that's kind of what I was wondering is if the publications, those are very great photographs.
And see,
I think that all of you do very high quality, and I'm friends with some of your Dead Leaf Breakfast Club folks on Facebook, and I see those pictures and I'm, I just wonder and I know there's lots of photographers and stuff out there, and I know that niche for you guys is the cigar community. I just want to know how you get yourselves out there, but it's just not a thing.
Well, the thing that I learned getting to hang out with the guys and just watching them, capturing the picture, putting it in perspective, getting it in the right. You've got all these composition. Thank you. The composition of the photograph, that's very important. But that's just the entry into it. They spend so much time in editing and lighting up and designing things, doing the JC Newman stuff, having to fine tune all the little details and making sure everything is lit exactly right. And I get to talk to Law a lot. Law pours into me a lot of this information, and he gives me a whole different perspective and how to look at the photo before you take the photo. And lighting is ridiculous. That one picture with the box that was open with the red label on the inside, the fact that the gold on that label was visibly shown, Greg, but the little tab on the top of the box, little gold tab on the top, I about guarantee that he took a picture of it, he tilted it just a little bit more, took a picture of it, tilted a little bit more to get just the right shine on that without washing out the rest of it. I mean, the artistry behind it's, I think it might be that picture, but in the very top behind the there it is, how that little clasp up top is perfectly shiny, but you can see the dent where it goes into the mating thing, and all the Don Pepin, all of it's lit correctly, and that box is at an angle. Right. And so to figure out how to get the light to hit that angle in a way where it doesn't light the top and not the bottom, or the shadows land on the cigars, it is amazing how once you get that critical eye that they've been kind of showing me. I mean, I'm a kindergartner in it, but it's
well,
amazing.
Also,
to see
one of the things
work.
that you haven't taken into account yet either is focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cigar is in focus.
The bands are all lined
These
up.
cigars
well.
are all, they're not super out of focus.
Even the wrappers at the top are kind of nice.
That comes into play with your F values and what you like. This cigar, this right here should be in a magazine.
It's a gorgeous picture.
That just and this is.
It looks like a piece of coal.
It's a rock on the side of a hill in at a beach, and this is naturally lit. This is natural sunlight, right? This is out and about, and the dedication to quality of making sure that, like this one. This is also Fotosepuros, right? All of these bands are in focus. They're lit. There's a nice color warmth there. And then you go like this is Justin here with Oofy celebrating the 101 day. Like he captured a lot within just black and white, right? And so the Deadly Breakfast Club is full of a lot of guys who are extremely talented, who understand a lot of. Also, you have
I
some
take
creatives,
pictures too. Wait,
You have some creatives like this is Simon, right? This
I'm
is
trying
Jack
to get
David
it
Browning.
lined up where it's not.
We are
wonky.
pretty.
I take pictures too. Look.
We are privy to.
I thought you were saying you were pretty.
We are privy
You are
to
pretty.
seeing a lot of the behind the scenes. So like the way that Simon, this isn't like Photoshop the background or Photoshop the wings on or Photoshop anything. Like he had this strung up with fishing string
Really?
and pinned onto the back of the
So
cigar.
let me ask you: do you guys have rules like no AI?
No, we have
Okay.
we don't do full AI. There are some shots that do utilize AI. Just off of the top of my head, I can go to a creator here that used AI in which post is it? This. So those are AI coffee beans. Those coffee beans are not all there. They're AI. And we do have, some creators who supplement with some AI. But one of the big deals and something that we're proud of as creatives is composing and getting shots together that are real. They're true to life. And that's a really big thing for us is true to life photography and not having to rely on the work of AI.
So I really liked the one with the peekaboo skull in the bottom
Oh, that was Justin.
that you had showed earlier, because it's like. Yeah, that. Because there's so much in that. Like you have the Bovita pack, Bovita, you have the weapon, and you have that little skull that's like, what you doing?
Yeah. And that's a theme across everybody, right? Where most of our shots aren't shot
Straight on.
to be put into a catalog,
Right.
So like this, you've got like over here you've got a dog tag chain, right? And then down here you've got a little bit of a lighter and the partial,
Right.
bit of a shell. Let's see, let's just come over here since I've already got this pulled up. I can come over to my profile. It's like this shot, right? There's
Right, the knife handle
This is
right
in
there.
a tactical bag, right?
Right.
Obviously it's focused. The two shots in this is in focus. This is out of focus.
Right.
To where this is now all in focus, and now this is out of focus.
Right.
And so just adding in a little bit of flair where it adds a depth to the photo. Shout out your boy. He got that Fight Soap collaboration today, by the way. That was new for today. But that's like, that's some of the stuff that I work on. This is one of my favorite shots from Brian that he collabed with me on. These are cigars that he won from a giveaway from us.
Oh,
So-
very cool.
So in focus, right, you've got all these cigars, and then you've got the out of focus, you have the coffee grounds, you've got the Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust Cup,
Yeah.
you've got the Leffen Lums. But as the photo series goes on, he highlights different aspects of the shot, right?
Right.
Like there's that Leffen Lums Le Petit, the coffee grounds, again, sole focus on the cigars. And that's something that we all try to, kind of work on in a sense is adding that depth. Again, here's me, this is a post dedicated to the Latag. I'm highlighting the Latag here. So I've got it in, it's the OD green Latag. So I put it with my little OD green pocket pouch and the green field notes, the green tip ammo.
Right.
I've got the camo Finley patch that I had designed. Just adding that little bit of depth. This is another one I'm really proud of too.
So yeah, Diana was saying like she's looking forward to going on Instagram. So like, how do people find you guys and like follow you or share you or?
On Instagram?
Do you have me labeled as train wreck?
Yes.
Mhm.
That is not kind.
That's been there for about
For an
20
hour.
minutes.
Yeah.
That is just not kind.
You got to pay attention to the right things, babe.
I'm listening to the boy.
Okay, so how can
Don't
you
do that.
How can you find yourself following any of those creatives? One, go follow the Deadly Breakfast Club.
Is it the Deadly
it's-
Breakfast Club
it's just-
all together?
It's just Deadly Breakfast Club.
Deadly.
But if you follow any of the members in the Deadleaf Breakfast Club, one of the things that we kind of suggest to each one of us is we tag Deadleaf Breakfast Club members in each post, and we try to comment on every photo as well. So if you're like, oh man, I don't know how to find Brian, or I don't know how to find Mike, I can't remember what their names were on YouTube. If you look at the tags, especially if you go to Chief in the Leaves, which is me,
And
you'll
this is all Instagram.
it's on Instagram. Yeah, that's where we primarily post all of it. Now, some stuff gets like cross-posted to Facebook or Twitter or other things, but we're an Instagram conglomerate, right? The cigar knives are pretty. They are. Left and Longs, they make some great stuff. Photo said that was Simon's best shot in the flying pig. I love that.
Wait, earlier when you were talking about the fight soap stuff, Diana was talking about that she makes her own soaps.
I saw that. Chris Gay said, I find that sometimes my photos capture things that I didn't see when I took the shot.
Chris is taking some nice pics too. Yeah, I've seen
that's the
those.
beautiful thing of it too, is like, for the most part, we're all trying to capture the experience. A lot of us don't post like the cigars being smoked because we're not capturing the smoking experience, but the experience of like, man, I just love to have this sitting on my side room table. Like you go through magazines and you see the guy who's got the Jeep and he's got the AR-15 strapped to the back and he's got the big bog tires. And I was like, man, I wish I could have that. So people buy stuff to try to emulate that. And that's kind of sort of, at least the way that I do, is trying to highlight more than just one part of the cigar. So is Chris on Instagram or Facebook? Chris Duque? Yeah, he's I'll pull up old Chris Duque. He's not in DLBC, but he is.
I got to tell you, we've done more talking about
He is
cigars
the
and
uncle.
cigar-related content on Chief Talk than we have in forever.
This is the Unco. Let me come over here.
Are you being serious or like silly?
No, seriously.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were like.
This is the Unco.
What's in the box?
Right. But
I love Chris's "What's in the box." Because
But-
I always want to
so
know
this
what's
is-
in the box.
here's Chris's
The donuts.
username.
The donuts.
Is the Duque Coloe. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. But Chris, I mean, he captures a lot of in the moment love and smoke. Like
What's in the box?
most of what Chris posts is him enjoying those cigars in that moment. Killing the Umbagog, right? The new bronze back.
How long do you have to wait to get that picture with him and the fish? I mean, that's perfect timing for that fish.
I
can't
thought that
believe-
was a good picture with the Sasquatch thing in the background.
But along with cigars, with following Unco, you get a lot of food too, which is great.
It really is.
And then Legos, they pop up every once in a while. But
And
no,
Miss Trisha.
there. Speaking of Legos, there's Legos right there. But no, if you want to follow, if you want to find Deadleaf Breakfast Club, it's just Deadleaf Breakfast Club on Instagram. And then, like I said earlier, right now the Deadleaf Breakfast Club doesn't post any of their own individual photos. The Deadleaf Breakfast Club collaborates with all of our photographers, and so if you see a post that pops up from Deadleaf Breakfast Club, it's going to be from one of the photographers in the group. And again, I highly suggest you click those people to follow as well, because they're not always collaborating with the DLBC. We do one collab a day. There's 20 members. Not everybody collabs every single day. Some people post 5 times a week. Some people post 3 times a week. Some people post once a week. Laureen posts like 3 times a year.
It takes a long time to get a post-worthy photo when you start getting to that level. I mean, you really have to work it. It's not like, oh, hey, let's just snap these pictures. I mean, you really have to think about it. you have to put in work. I mean, it's
Cal wants to know if is this an Office reference? Absolutely. True Farms Beats.
I follow some photographers on my Facebook, but they are not cigar photographers.
And most of us do. We follow other photographers from other lifestyles and aesthetics because we're not 100% just cigar smokers. Like some of us follow the tactical community, some follow the tech community, and then we draw inspiration from other industries where we kind of put in our feel of, okay, I like how they set up their guns. How can I set up my cigars that way? I like how they set up their cameras. How can I set up my cigars that way? Bears, Beats, Battlestar Galactica.
Those are references I don't get because I don't watch The Office.
That's
the
an
Office.
Office
Yeah.
reference.
And Dwight didn't say it. Dwight's doppelganger said it.
If you are looking for me to know and understand what you're saying,
Jimmy Halpert.
Cost him. He
Drew
bought
with
the glasses, and the rest of the outfit cost him $2.
But
Here
Drew,
we
it
go,
was so
folks.
nice you had to post it twice. It was so nice. But yeah, that's the Deadly Breakfast Club. That's the model behind it, the vision behind it. If you happen to be a cigar photographer or cigar company that needs dope cigar content creators, reach out to anybody in the Deadly Breakfast Club. We are happy to work with you. We all love what we do in photography, and we'd love to make it a full-time job. All of us, I think we all would. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Dwight Schrute is a man's man. But yeah.
you guys are on a roll. Keep going. I don't have a clue.
Let's see if I've...
It's a good show. The American Office, the British Office, not so much.
Trying to see if I missed anything.
No, it's good.
It's probably like your soccer show.
Oh, there's nothing like my soccer show.
Yeah.
It's called Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that.
So great of a show. You remembered what the name of it was.
I knew what the name of it was. I was using.
I do want to come over
Mom's
here
words.
and say a big thanks to Suprema Tobacco, B.A. Castro, Chris Duque, Adam Wolf in the Love Button on Facebook, Tom Fisher, Mike Pfeiffer, Jamie Vaughn, Michael Carter. Thank you for hitting the like button over on Facebook. And to the 17 people who are currently still watching over on YouTube, I'm sure you guys have all smashed the like button, but unfortunately I can't see who smashed the like button over on YouTube.
You know, you had over 21 in YouTube for a very long time.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it's a common theme here recently.
Well, if you were not on earlier when we talked about it, we talked about this is Bob the Cigar Guy's birthday month. And so because I like to give other people's stuff away, I love to give other people's stuff away. If you would like to send BTCG a birthday gift, it does not have to be a bracelet. It can be whatever you want to send to him. Keep in mind, this is a family-friendly show. But if you'll address it to the First Lady and send it to our P.O. Box, and I'll wait for Chief to put that P.O. Box back up on the
I'm
screen.
not putting it back up.
Put it back up. But send it to our P.O. Box, address it to the First Lady. That way we will know. I'm just trying to give you a high five.
You know when he's out of focus.
I know.
You got to do that.
I
to
know.
pull focus back in.
I know. But anyway, address it to the First Lady. That way we'll know it's a birthday gift, and then we will do the unboxing birthday gift giveaway for BTCG on Chief Talk. Haha, I commandeered a show.
But please don't feel like you need to send me anything.
No, it's just for people who might want to. Like, I love to give your stuff away.
I have the love of a good woman and
The love
quality
of a
time
good
with my son. And what more could a fella want? I already got them. You can't have them back.
You want
They're mine.
that is proof that you want more. What was that?
That was me trying to get the show back on the rails.
It's on the rails. It didn't go off. But anyway, send those before like the May 20th.
Are you
Cutoff date.
smoking the same cigar? Or do you light up a new one over there?
I am
I started off
smoking
with
the
the Stillwell
exact same
Star, Stillwell Star Aromatic, and now I've gone to the Stillwell Star Bayou.
The Bayou.
The Bayou.
I switched it up to the old Herrera Miami Black. One of my favorite cigars. Probably my favorite Herrera cigar out there. Really love this cigar.
I was going through some boxes that were up there, and I found a bag.
Of giveaways?
No. Slap full of cigars that I'd forgotten I had. And so some of them were from Save the Leaf back in 2016. And so I pulled some of those out. That's where these came from.
Cal said, smash the like button like a cockroach. And Gary said, I smashed it. One of the things these guys can't see is you found another YouTube market or Facebook Marketplace deal.
Ah.
It's behind the First Lady.
You can't see it because the
Let me
lights
do
are
my
off. But it's almost 7 foot tall glass humidor.
I'm trying to do my Vanna. Woo.
Look at that thing. It's actually a winded door, but it is. I had to cut the shelf to get it to fit. That thing is huge, enormous.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Right on cue, Brian said, that's a nice humidor you got there, BTCG.
Absolutely.
Which one? This one? Or
Both.
this one?
That one's been around for
This one?
oh, we've had that humidor for over a year now.
Yeah.
Has it really been a year?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
Longer than that, probably. Might be 2.
I don't know about 2.
I don't think it's 2.
I don't think it's 2. It's been a while. I mean, we've had it, and it's been great. It still does great,
This one?
and it's going to continue to do great.
Right.
But I walked in today and saw that 7 foot tall humidor. I was like, what the heck?
Me and Marketplace, that's supposed to be a wine fridge.
Chiller.
Yeah. And that thing is 28 inches deep, 24 inches wide, and like 7 feet tall. 6 and change. So taller than Chief.
Yeah,
How'd you get
so
it
it's
in here,
over 6'3".
BTCG?
Just fit in the door. Just barely squeaked through the door.
How'd you get it in its spot?
I had to muscle that joker in. Boy, that joker whooped my tail.
Did it?
Carrying it up the hill. Sure.
Denver says Facebook Marketplace got some great deals. Sup?
And so the smaller wine door that we got, which is not small, bigger than a college refrigerator, that one we're going to do a video on how to Bovita-ize it and have an amazing, because that humidor, if it was a humidor, you bought it as a humidor, that first one I'm talking about is probably $500-$600, if not more. And so I bought that on Marketplace for like $20, and the Bovita humidity systems that I put on it would cost me about $50. So for $70, you get a $600 humidor.
Ronald Smith
Does
made a
your-
humidor for the garage out of a fridge.
It works.
Does your original
Refrigerador.
still work?
This one?
Yeah.
I use it every day. That's the one that you bought me with the,
Yeah,
with the
had it
drawers.
made, yeah.
This is the one I get into all the time.
That's the one originally named for the Smoke Easy Studios.
Yeah. See, it's full.
Do you guys call it the Smoke Easy Studios anymore?
We do.
Do you?
We do.
I mean, we don't ever say it, but
Do you not?
I do in the video sometimes.
That's a good trivia question.
We also call it the People Studio. Because anybody can come and hang out.
You gonna
and that
show
is
them
true.
the Smoke Easy
We've
one?
had plenty of people come through and sign the walls and hang out. Jay Bates says, nice find, Bobby.
Absolutely.
Oh, it won't turn.
No, the cord won't reach far enough to get around to me. So.
I think that's your first.
Yeah, it was my first, other than small desktop
Right.
desktops. Yeah, that was my first big upgrade. And you got that from the Goodwill store, and then you had the shelves
Trays
made, ceramic shelves made. Yeah, that's my everyday. Every time I reach
going
in
on,
there, I
John
know that I'm
Ryan?
loved.
Who will be the next person to visit your studio? I don't know. Whoever wants to come.
Good question, Sammy.
We have somebody. I haven't talked to you yet.
Oh.
We have somebody that wants to come down real soon, from Michigan.
Uh-oh.
They're traveling for some get together, and they wanted to stop by the studio.
Is that Jay?
And nope, and maybe it's a road dog though.
It is a road dog.
It is a road dog. Maybe wants to show up on Thursday for a Chief Talk.
Ooh.
Oh, really? I thought we were
Is
going to
it
travel to
Mr. Ronald
Charleston.
Smith who said seeing you soon?
It is Mr. Ronald Smith and seeing you soon.
Oh, awesome. Well,
I thought we were meeting in like Charleston.
if it's a
I
if
was
it's
going
a
to get a
third,
trip out of you.
Nope.
if it's a Thursday or a Wednesday or a Tuesday or a Sunday, I'll be here to see you.
John, is it your birthday? Happy birthday.
Bucket list visit BTCG Chief Studio.
Do it.
I'll even
Please come by.
pull the vacuum out.
Do
John
it.
Ryan says, "What cigar for my birthday?" Oh, happy birthday!
I know,
happy
right?
birthday, John Ryan. You're a big Davidoff guy.
How old is that little guy right there? He looks like a baby.
Davidoff Oro.
I don't know. I don't smoke much Davidoff.
I like the
Does
Davidoff
it
Tampa.
have to be a Davidoff?
I like the Davidoff Tampa.
Oh, Brian says we should go together. The boys are back in town.
Y'all can sign the board over Steven's side, so I'll have some signatures.
28. Happy birthday. Look, I am perpetually 28. Is it 28 or 29? No, it's 28. 28 was a good year.
You've been saying that for 20 years. Wow.
More than. Okay, so Steven, you are 33, right?
Animal says once settled in because he just moved to North Carolina from South Florida. Says once settled in, I'll make plans to come visit you guys.
Where
the
in North
studio."
Carolina?
He's on the other side.
You should
Like the
have a
coast?
DLBC meetup in South Carolina.
I try. I've already suggested it multiple times. Ooh, Brian says you should smoke an El Pulpo.
Mm.
I'd say if you can get your hands on that new Wise Man Maduro or the new Bronzeback,
The Senator. You can't knock the Senator.
Davidoff's a little too rich for cow's blood. Me too. Animal says the Davidoff Late Hour or the Nicaragua. He's in Winston-Salem, the cigarette tobacco of the world.
Pretty much.
Duke, right?
Raleigh, Durham,
That's
Duke.
Duke.
I think it's not too far from there. Like that triangle.
Let's see. My phone's upside down, so it wouldn't pop up for me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So here I am thinking I was going to get a trip out of you.
Nope. You're taking off trips.
A 3-hour ride to Winston-Salem from here.
Yeah, it's not bad. I want to say it's about that to Charleston.
We ain't going. They coming here.
When are they coming?
I forget it's on my phone.
I got you. Because I do have a trip coming up. Another one.
Another one. And then we're going to Europe in September.
I'm excited. That'll be neat.
Sammy Flo says, Chief, you like the new Wise Man over the original? You know, that was one thing I'm kind of upset about is I don't know if I smoked a whole lot of the Wise Man of Alwense outside of the Mucho Ratons. And so I really don't have like a memory of that blend a lot. I wish I would have gone ahead and got some of the old ones before the new ones came out just to have. I'm sure I can find them somewhere.
Wise Man Maduro was one of my favorites, and when he said he was changing the blends.
But I will say, first week in June, that's perfect, Ronald Smith. I won't have my wife's off for work.
First week in June.
But no,
That'll give
the Wise Man Maduro, smoked it yesterday, and I was talking with a couple of my buddies that
Gary. That's why.
so far up until this point this year, the Bronzeback from Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust has the Umbagog has been my favorite cigar so far this year. And now I've got to get a hold of some more Wise Man Maduros and some more Bronzebacks, and I've got to smoke more of them to really formulate an opinion. Ron Smith's going to be in Somerville for a graduation.
Somerville.
Gary's
what we
interest
used to
says
call
he
it when
stops
you were
counting.
in,
He's still 30.
I know. That's why I told him smart. That's what we used to call it when you played them in football. Scummerfield.
But yeah, that Wiseman Maduro is nice, really nice.
I only have one of each, and I want to review them, but I'm not reviewing much other than Sundays until we're done with PCA content, and I'm back on the grind. So,
When are you done with PCA content?
I don't know. Chief keeps dragging it on.
Oh.
He only got another 17 or 18 left.
What is that?
Didn't you guys say you only had like 4 left?
What are you talking about? Sorry, I was thinking.
PCA content. How many more you got left?
Oh, at least 4, because I have CAO tomorrow, and then I have
Right,
my
Adam.
father still. I have Romacraft still. I think that's it. There might be one more in there, but I think that's it. Sorry, family. Got to go get some sleep. Still got to unpack a lot tomorrow. Catch y'all next week. Adam Wolf, thanks for hanging out. Glad you made the move safely. We'll see you next week, brother.
Welcome to the Carolinas.
Supreme Tobacco says still need to have the Wiseman Maduro maybe tonight. Ooh. I have the Corojo. I haven't smoked it yet. So maybe if the weather's fun and the kids are all asleep, I might go out on the back patio and pop up a Discord with you. Speaking of Discord, Chief Talk does have a Discord. It's popping over there. Everybody posting their smokes, posting their cooks, they're posting their drinks. Yeah, I'll holler at you. I read that as hop on mic too.
Don't do it.
Texas Taurus says, I got to go, but y'all take it easy. Enjoy your weekend, Texas Taurus. Have a good weekend. We'll see you back next week.
Good night.
Cal, where is the invite for Discord? Let me come down here and get the Chief Talk Discord link.
I was trying to say earlier that we were talking about when we went to Dallas, the Tex-Mex food. We were
I
talking
forget
about
the
the
name of that
restaurant.
restaurant.
I know. Can't remember the name of it either, but it was so good. It's not like any Tex-Mex you get on the East Coast.
No, because you wouldn't get Tex-Mex on the East Coast.
That's where Steven had that drink, the Oaxaca.
I mean, if I can get Mexican
Oaxaca. You had that drink.
food, you can get Tex-Mex. Chewy's is Tex-Mex.
Chewy's is
No.
trash.
Chewy's is trash, but it's still Tex-Mex.
No, there ain't no Tex-Mex unless you eat Tex-Mex. Because I learned not going to Dallas. That's a whole different. That's like Chinese buffet is Chinese food.
What? No, thanks.
Oh, somebody joined the
I
Discord.
hear you.
There he is. He joined Discord. I'm gonna head to wave at him. But yeah, no, I think that does it for the show. I do believe. Got anything else you need to say there, Bob Cigar Guy?
I like my bracelets.
Steve Barrett, thanks for hitting the like button on
I can't wait
Facebook.
to take lots of pictures with them.
Yeah. Yeah, those will be really nice.
I'm excited.
If you take them off, I'll take pictures of them before I leave, and I'll post them to the Bob Cigar Instagram tomorrow. Gary Brooks made it for the end. Welcome to the show. Hope you and Liz are doing great.
Hey, Gary.
Diana Burns says when she's in Betty Crocker mode, she makes great Mexican food.
Yeah, Diana is.
It don't happen if we don't taste it.
Puerto Rican.
It don't happen if I
Puerto
don't
Rican?
taste it.
Is that right? I know. I think we need to do like
You too,
a
Gary.
Bob the Cigar Guy road tour and go let people cook for us.
Y'all have fun with that. I don't like traveling with
I don't know
him.
where that money gonna come from
We
for
should-
a road tour.
We should rent an RV. Do like
Rent 2 of them because I can't be
What's
in the
that?
same one with him.
Lampoon's Vacation.
Uncle Eddie.
Mexican.
Hooper's full.
So
All
we
right.
should do that and get people to cook for us and
Love
show
making
up.
some. Can you say
What?
that word?
Love making.
Chilaquiles.
Hey,
Chili-
chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles?
Chilaquiles.
There you go, Gary.
Brian says, "Good night, everyone. Love y'all. Be good. If you can't be good, then be good at it."
All right.
Says tamales are also fire. But thank y'all for hanging out with us. Love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and skip all the familiarities and just tell you guys I love you. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Not her though.
No.
Yeah, time to relax. Whew, man, I am beat. Whew. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a one-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go. Go. Go.